Hello everybody, welcome back to another tutorial. Today's tutorial we are building a witch farm, specifically for Minecraft Bedrock edition. A witch farm is, in my opinion, one of the most overpowered farms you should have in your world, because it gives you a lot of items like redstone, gunpowder, glowstone, but also a lot of potions, like potions of water breathing, fire resistance. So before we start building, let me show you around. So when you enter the build, you have a little crafting and sleeping area that you can build here, and then we have the farm to our left, which you can activate by pulling the lever. All the witches are killed by Trident killers, so you get all the XP for killing them. And down here you find the storage room, and this farm in 10 minutes in normal mode gave me 16 levels and all of these drops. You see, if you ever need redstone or gunpowder or any potions for water breathing, that's your farm. So let's start building. What you need is, you need to find a witch hut. You find these in your world in a swamp. They're just in a swamp, nowhere else. And the witches, they always spawn on the same place, like the middle point in their hut. So let's mark this out and then use a pumpkin so that we know in which direction we have northwest, because they always spawn into the northwest corner. And you see this, the direction the stem is pointing. Place the glass panes there, and then you can delete the pumpkin again. Next, to test if we did everything right and it's working, delete everything inside the hut and close all the windows and the door. Go away some blocks, wait some seconds, and if we go back, you see we have the witches spawned exactly where we wanted to. That's perfect. So from there, we are going to delete the 3 other blocks, others than the block we marked for our spawn point, and with 1 block in between, so 2 blocks lower, we want to place 3 magma blocks exactly where we deleted the blocks from the hut, and then there you can just place another solid block. So where you go below the hut, it should look like this. So we have 1 block empty in between, and then you can delete all of the witch hut. So we don't need that anymore, except from the blocks that we just placed, so that we know where the witches spawn. Now let's check in which direction we have some space. In my case, it's on the right side, so that's where we want to build the house and also set up our storage room. So let's dig out 4 blocks wide and total of 3 blocks deep. And if you're in survival, you may want to go a little bit in from the side as well. So we have this 4 blocks, and then we place a double chest there with 2 hoppers facing into the chest, a rail on top of the second hopper with a hopper minecart, and then you can block it up again. So we will need it for later, but we just want to make sure the minecart is not going anywhere. Then we want to place a ring around the killing area, and we want to use cobbled deep slate already, because then it will be easier for us to build the tower in the end. For the Trident killer, place 4 pistons in this position, then with a stair next to them on each side, and then we close the edges with solid cobble deep slate. Behind the spawn block we want to place a redstone repeater on 2 ticks, then we place an observer facing into it, solid block, dropper, observer, solid block, dropper, observer, solid block, all around, always the same, dropper, observer and solid block. This will then make sure that the Trident killer is working. So at this point you don't need the glass panes anymore, you can delete them and place 2 glass blocks above the spawn points, and then we want to break the middle one. This is crucial so that we have the witches spawning and then get pushed into the killing area. Then you can fill up the place with cobbled deep slate until you're 1 block above the glass, and here on this side, the direction where we have the storage room, we want to delete the 4 blocks and then place a lever on this dropper, flick it once, you hear the pistons shooting 1, and then if you flick it again, you hear and see the pistons working. So if we did everything right, we are already set up the Trident killer so far. So now let's build the tower. So the tower should be 5 by 5 blocks wide and eventually 11 block high. So I went up just 10 here, so have to place an 11th later, and the 5 by 5 should be like so that in the end the repeater will be covered and most of the farm will be covered as well. Then in front of the tower we want to build up. You may want to work a little bit with the terrain, so we want to have at least 1 solid block with a stair on top, and this is super important to do, especially in the front, because stairs, they let some light through, and if there is not completely dark inside of the farm, no witches will spawn. So follow the design as I show here, so that we make sure that there is no light inside the farm. So for me, this is the 11th row that I place on top of the tower. And there we go all around the tower with upside down stairs in the corner and in the middle, and in between the stairs we want to place slabs. You can use, and you can also vary already if you want to. I just keep deep slate, brick, stairs and slab all around. Then we want to take a torch or a lantern and place it inside of the tower, and then we can close it up. It just prevents any mobs from spawning and reducing the efficiency of the witch farm. Then on top of every upside down stairs we want to place a full block, and in between a slab I change here between deep slate, bricks and polished deep slate, and then also top place a lantern to prevent mobs from spawning. And then we place spruce shelves below the upside down stairs, just for decoration and a little bit of a change of the tower. What we want to do next is building the windows. So we want to have a window on top and a lower one. So go all around on the outside of the tower and build these 2 block high windows with spruce fence in the middle, and then you can start changing a little bit of the texture. So I started to use some deep slate bricks and place them randomly all around the tower just to different a bit, and then you can also use polished deep slate to add some more depth. Then go and place some stairs in it so that the tower starts to feel weathered and a little bit old, but make sure that you don't place them where the farm is, so that no light will go through into the farm. And then, as the eye catcher of the farm, we want to place some deep slate, copper, redstone ores, and even some deep slate coal if you have. I just think it's just a nice little addition and just something a little bit more special for the tower, which I think it's allowed to, since we're in the swamp. Then place some campfire and extinguish them on top of each window with an opened gate. Use spruce fence gates for that. And on the outside of the farm you could even go and place a grindstone with a cauldron three blocks lower, and then some waxed exposed copper chains, as if there is a cauldron hanging from the grindstone. And that's already basically it for the tower. Just one little thing we want to do, we want to cover up the pistons and the dropper from the outside, so as I said, that no light will go through into the farm, otherwise there will be no witches spawning. So you can place some logs with some extinguished campfires on top, or some barrels. This is just the way I did it. You can of course change it, but just make sure that there are full blocks who don't let any light go through. Then also, as a little addition, you can also go around the tower and place some glow lichen if you like. It just mixes the texture even a little bit more, and also add some cobwebs, since we're in the farm and since it's a witch farm. I think it just makes sense if there are also some cobwebs all around from all the spiders. So that's it from the tower. Now let's start building the house next to it. For that we go on top where we set up our chest and go to the right by 7 blocks. And then again 7 blocks deep and 7 blocks again, so we have this 7 by 7 block square. Then for the walls we use stripped spruce blocks and go 4 blocks high on the front and on the back. And on the side, for also that the roof will look nice, we go up by 1 block each time until we're in the middle. So the second one should be 5, then we have 6 and 7, and then towards the back we go to 6 and 5 again, and then we have 4 blocks on the back, the same we did it to the front, all around. And you know what? I think I like it more if we go back here by 2 more blocks. So instead of 7, it should be 9. I think this will fit better in the end. Let's change that. So we go up here by 4 as well. So we need to destroy the window here. And then the same that we did on the other side. We go up by 5 and 6 blocks. Then make 2 windows, 1 block windows, and then make the 2 block high entrance with a solid block, an upside down stairs and a regular stair. And then you can start changing some of the stripped spruce logs with spruce planks, just to add some variation into the wall, and you can do this all around the build. several spruce planks in the walls for variation. Do this however you feel like, how much you like, and if you don't like it at all, you would rather have just the stripped spruce logs, then keep them that way. This should all be some kind of an inspiration for you. For the roof, we place upside down stairs and slabs alternating, and then on the outside place some deepslate brick or polished deep slates all around the top of the spruce logs. And on the back side we do the same with the upside down stairs and the slabs in between. And then again place the deepslate slabs. Then on top of the stairs we want to place some spruce trapdoors, just also for some depth and variation, and you can place some spruce shelves in these positions here as well. Then for the roof we go with weathered or oxidized cut copper blocks or full copper blocks, and this is just to showcase how you could do it. So I start by placing the full blocks before, just alternate between them. If you want to have them waxed in different colors, you need some honeycombs to wax them. Maybe you have to place regular copper blocks and let them oxidize over time, and then you can come back to the roof and do it later. I just think having different colors into the roof just adds some variation. And then we also want to replace some of the full blocks with stairs, or you could even place some slabs on top of some full blocks, just to have some different elevation and some variation into the roof as well. So that's how the roof could look like in the end. Then we want some deep slate tile walls on the outside. All around. And then you also want to place some glow lichen on top of the roof, just to prevent mobs from spawning here and to decrease the efficiency of the witch farm when you're at your AFK platform. And as we did for the tower, we also want to go around the build, place some deep slate, some cobbled deep slate, and some deep slate brick stairs all around the house as well. You may want to leave this space up there, and let's just place 3, so one here in the middle. Yeah, like it more that way. To finish the outside of the house, we want to build the windows, so replace the top of the windows with upside down spruce stairs, and then place some waxed exposed copper bars as windows. I just feel this rusty feeling of the windows when you're in the swamp, when it's all wet. I just think it fits. And then we want to place a dark oak door for the entry. And on the inside, let's start with placing the floor. We go with spruce planks, and then you want to replace some of them with some stripped spruce logs in a random pattern, just also to add some variation here as well. For the storage, we want to go into the corner and dig down 7 blocks, and then place some ladders to have an easy access in and out. From here, let's make some space and then dig towards the chest we placed, and also we want to dig out the room here on a height of 4 blocks, and do do this until you find the chest in the ground. If you're doing this in survival, you may want to light it up the place, also to prevent some mobs from spawning later on. Then we want to dig out the room at least by 6 blocks wide and 7 blocks long, so that we have enough space for our storage room to set up, for the chests to set up. And then also, if you have some dirt into the wall, you may want to replace it first with some regular stone, and then also here we also want to add some variation by adding some stone bricks, some cobblestone and some mossy stone bricks in a random pattern. For the ceiling, we want to replace the dirt with spruce planks. Then on this side of the room you can place a pillar of stripped spruce log, and then you can destroy the double chest for now. And then let's place a first row of double chests all around, except from the last one. You may want to replace the lantern, and then you want to make some space on this side, just that you're able to place the hoppers. We are going to rebuild it later. And then when you've done that, we want to go and build a line of, or like the double chests, 3 blocks high, so that we have more than enough storage for a good full AFK session later on. You want to place the hoppers going into each chest, and especially when you're in survival, you also need the hopper line above the chest, so you can make some kind of a staircase first to have an easy placement for this hopper up here, and then make your hopper line all the way across to the start, that they're all connected, and then you can just connect all the chests with hoppers. And then, as I said, we're filling out the hole we just did before, and we're almost done with our storage room. To finish it, we want to temporarily destroy the 2 rows above the chests, the planks above the chests, so that we can place some upside down spruce stairs over here. And we do this all to the other side, so above all of the chest, all of the double chests, we want to have these upside down stairs, and then you can fill the top again with spruce planks. Next to the double chest in this corner, place also spruce logs, stripped spruce logs from top down, and then you can also create a little nice crafting area as a decoration between the 2 spruce logs, and could also store some potions and show them what you're getting here into the storage room. Now it's time to finish the Trident killer. For that, we want to waterlock all 4 stairs and also all 4 pistons, so this will create a nice bubble column, and the magma will make the witches drink potions of fire resistance and let them drop sometimes, and then Next to the spawn block you also want to place 2 water buckets in this position, and then you can throw in the Trident killer and close the farm with tinted glass so it can show in, but it should be dark in here, but seems like we did something wrong. And yeah, we need to cover up the dropper and the piston fully, so let's destroy the extinguished campfires and replace them with barrels. And also in this corner here, let's place some barrels so that there should be no more light inside of the Trident killer. Let's check again. Yes, now it's completely dark. That's how it should look like. Then for the ceiling up here we want to hide or to cover the copper blocks with upside down spruce stairs, and in the middle we can add a stripped spruce log as a beam, so just as a support for the build. And for the interior, I'm just showing you how I did it in the end as an inspiration. You can pause it, you can rebuild it, or you can do it the way you would like to. I just added also a little brewing area, and you can hear the witches already dying into the farm even without the farm running. On the outside you may want to place some salt sand with some nether wart covered by spruce shelves around. You may need the nether wart for the brewing. And then let's also just place a little barrel here next to the entrance and cover it up with spruce shelves as well, just to make sure you don't fall off the stairs. And the last thing you want to do on the building is just place some coarse dirt all around the building so that it looks like we don't just have a building placed somewhere, but that it was really built into the landscape. And the last thing missing is the AFK platform. So if you play on a 4 chunk sim, you need to go up by 40 blocks from the spawn point. If you play on a higher chunk simulation, then you need to go up by 124 blocks. And this is it. This is your beautiful witch farm. As I said, one of the most useful farm you need. I hope you like the build. I hope you like the tutorial. If you do, consider subscribing, leave a like, and let me know in the comments what you think of the build and what you would like to for future builds. And I hope this farm serves you well. And yeah, cheers. See you in the next time. Thanks for watching.